Hello everyone and welcome back to PolyNerdic Playtest. Today we're taking a look at the Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy. I personally didn't think when this was announced that I would want it. I have no real fond memories of the Crash Bandicoot series, but my girlfriend asked me to pick it up. She paid for it. She said go ahead and download it. She has much love for it. So I, and a good boyfriend, do what she says. So I picked it up. Now the original Crash here, this has Crash, Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash Bandicoot Warped, which I guess is Crash Bandicoot. I guess that's Crash Bandicoot 3 technically, but Crash Bandicoot the original is the only one I've ever played. The only one I ever recall playing, and I'm gonna make myself feel like an old bastard here, but I was 13 when Crash Bandicoot came out. Those of you that want to dive deeper into that and do the math, you can, but this makes me feel like an old fuck. So, I played it a little bit. It holds up. The remastered version of it here certainly holds up. We're going to take a quick look at one of the levels, maybe two levels that I've already played. The gameplay is simplistic platforming for the most part. It gets complex. I was watching my girlfriend play it last night, and she got frustrated a couple times. So we're gonna go, let's see, let's start with the boulders level, because that's one of my favorites. It's always been a level that I loved. When I think of Crash, this is what I visualize. And then maybe we'll do the upstream level after that, and that'll be the end of the look. But they did a real good job of redoing the graphics here. This is a complete remake of the game. It's not a remaster. They didn't take the old fuzzy polygons and clean them up. They redid the whole game, and it looks fantastic. It's got the same ridiculous perspective that the original did, and that it sometimes the holes that you need to leap over, especially when you're running upwards, aren't the easiest to see. Oh shit. Fuck. Lost that fruit. Made that one. But as you can see, it's a pretty pleasing game to look at, colors wise. Cleanness of the polygons. I mean, we're talking a lot of years between this game's original release and now, and it looks fantastic. Fighting the drama here by keeping it close. Did not have a perfect run. I did before, got the diamond. But as I said, I have no real fondness for the Crash Bandicoot series. It's not one I grew up playing, unlike my girlfriend who played it a ton growing up. I played it once or twice. I don't know if I've ever even finished the game. But I have no real nostalgic fondness for it, so I can't even say that I'm enjoying this out of some sort of misguided nostalgia or well-placed nostalgia, depending on how you view it. Because I know some people hate the Crash series. But from what I've seen of the game so far, the 5 or so levels that I've played, it holds up. It's not a bad remaster, or remake rather. They certainly did their work and made it look good. I mean, the music's good. The look at the water effects. Even the fruit looks good. Yeah, but I don't know what else there is to say about it other than it's Crash. If you know what Crash is all about, then you know what this game is. Ah, I missed. Crash can't swim. Gotta get the time of those jumps down, man. Yeah, it's not gonna be an extra life this time. But this is what the game has to offer. It's old school platforming from the late 90s, touched up, made pretty again. Looks like a modern game. Doesn't play like one, really. It plays every bit like the game it is. They didn't really change much in the gameplay, if anything. It's still awkward platforming from a weird perspective. You get these little bonus levels. The whole point is to get all the fruit and all the boxes. As you can see, it's keeping count. Two extra lives. Cleared all the bonus stuff. That's also the goal if you've never played this of the Crash Bandicoot levels, is you're supposed to clear all the boxes and get all the fruit as you make your way through the level. Oh, fuck. Man, I am bad at this. Bad at talking and playing platformers. As I said, the perspective's really weird too in Crash. Something about this camera angle has always made it difficult. There's another level. I think you get the gist of what the game's about, though. It's a platformer. It's pretty. It's got an anthropomorphic. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm embarrassed that I tripped over that word. It's Crash. He's a lame 90s animal mascot. He was Sony's first attempt, really, at a mascot for the PlayStation 1, at least in my opinion. And some people might consider Spyro more of a Sony mascot, but Crash was their first real attempt at it, as I recall. The game's simple. It's a platformer. It's difficult. It's deceptively simple, because sometimes it gets frustratingly hard to nail the platforming. And what you saw me fail out here was some of the easier stuff. The game gets harder as it goes along, like all video games do. But I'm rambling now. I'm going to wrap this up, move on to something else. I got a couple games I wanted to showcase today, so moving on. That's Crash Bandicoot, the original, remastered, remade, whatever you want to call it. Over time, I'll probably stream or play the hell out of the rest of these, since we have them now. See what I missed years and years and years ago. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more of PolyNerdic Playtest. I'll see you on the next game.